So the World Cup is just around the corner, and the world has been waiting anxiously in anticipation for my predictions. And you know me, I'm a man of the people, so that's what we're gonna do today. A supercomputer at the University of Oxford predicted Brazil to bring it home in December, and I'm sure the people at Oxford are smart and all that. But today, we're going to use a much more scientific method. I'm gonna simulate every single World Cup match using Rocket League bots. These guys. I can't wait. But before we start, I'm gonna give my actual prediction, and if I get it right, you have to subscribe. And for the 2022 World Cup champions, I'm going to pick Argentina. I'm also gonna ask my friend Sneaky Narnar to give his prediction for a chance to win a special reward. Alright, so what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna simulate the World Cup with Rocket League bots.
Oh god, no.
What I want you to do is I want you to pick a team, and if you win, I'll give you a reward. What team are you gonna pick?
You know what? People would say that I'll pick England, but I think I'm gonna go with Ghana. Wait, Ghana is in the World. Is it in the World Cup?
They are, yeah.
Okay, I'm so out of touch with football.
So you're saying it's not coming home?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my parents proud because they would hate me not to pick Ghana. I would pick England, but if my parents watch the video, I'm gonna get slapped.
Safe option.
Yeah, safe option.
So if you win, I'm gonna buy you this.
Alright, we're in business. We're in business.
It's got a troll face on it. You can get it in red. You can get it in camo.
It's got a, but I want that cap, and I'm not buying it, so the camo one kind of sucks, honestly.
Yeah, you can't see it, to be honest. Alright, well, good luck. Let's see if you win.
I'm gonna win. It's gonna happen. I'm sorry.
So anyway, let's get this thing started. First up, we have the matchup of the century. Ecuador, with one of the lowest GDP per capita in South America, versus Qatar, which, let's be real, is only here because they have money. Literal pay to win. This is like someone buying a check mark on Twitter, thinking that makes them a celebrity. And Qatar takes it 6-5. It was pretty close, to be fair. So next, let's move on to Group B, which is pretty wild. We have England, the greatest national team to ever exist, according to the English, and no one else. They'll be in the same group as Wales, captained by this pro golfer. United States realistically have already won the tournament. I mean, they have the LeBron James of soccer.
This guy's like the phenom guy, right? He's like the LeBron James of soccer.
Definitely.
The US will also have some of the best matchups, like the football versus soccer derby, and for YouTube monetization's sake, let's just skip this one. And our first match in the group will be England versus Iran. The England fans are of course excited for it to finally come home. So Qatar is one of the richest countries in the Middle East, yet they couldn't get these England fans a Spotify subscription so they could actually hear the song once before they start singing it. But let's get into the game, and England just scored an own goal. I don't know how Harry Maguire has got himself inside Rocket League. If you made it this far, please consider liking this video, because I have to watch 64 games of this, and England have tied it up. I should have never doubted that it's in fact coming home. England have choked the first game of the World Cup in this simulation here. So it's pretty accurate, I'd say. When they said it's coming home, I guess they meant sadness and disappointment. Next up, we have Senegal versus Netherlands, and I've changed the arena to fit the setting a little bit better now, and I've just realized the massive mistake I've made with the team colors. I have no idea which team is which, and Sundown scores as one of the teams takes the lead. Oh my god, that's an insane save from... well, I don't know who it is. We're closing in on the end of regulation, and there's no way either Senegal or the Netherlands can mount a comeback here. And there we have it. Senegal are apparently the winners. The next match is USA-Wales. About 80% of Americans thought Wales was the capital of Wyoming before this match. And, well, they still do. They aren't tuning in to watch this at 2 PM on a Monday, let's be honest. And it looks like LeBron James of soccer and the Yanks are gonna take an L here, as Wales have a 5-3 lead with only a couple seconds left. And Wales have won it. Now Argentina is going to go against MENA. Surely Lionel Messi, the greatest player of all time, the Michael Jordan of soccer, if you will, is going to... By the way, there's no overtime in the group stage, which means that if the game goes to OT, I'll just put it down as a draw. Now Mexico will face Poland, and at age 34, this will probably be the last World Cup for the Polish TikTok star, Robert Lewandowski. You know, even if I was Polish, I would want Poland to lose every single game. And justice is not served today, as it's another draw. Now, France are both good at football and Rocket League. Like, is there anything France is bad at? besides, you know, everything else. These are the best bots in the game, by the way, and it's gonna be yet another draw as the Frenchmen choke at the end. Canada have done really well to qualify for the World Cup, being the second ever they've qualified for. Meanwhile, Belgium have been ranked in the top 2 in the FIFA rankings for the past half a decade now, despite having the same amount of international trophies as my 95-year-old nan, and it's gonna be another draw. How can they not? Well, never mind, what a screamer. And with that, Belgium managed to narrowly beat Canada in the final seconds of the game. At the age of 37, this will also be the final World Cup for Cristiano Ronaldo. His Portugal will be going against Ghana. Surely 8-2, England versus the United States. This match will define whether it's called football or soccer. If the US win, it's legally called soccer from now on. They weren't supposed to do that. The one time all of Europe support England. Alright, so I'm just gonna simulate the rest of the group stage games on my own, because otherwise this video would be about 15 hours long. So I'll simulate the rest of the games, and then I'll come back in about a second.
One eternity later.
Alright, so I'm back. That took way too long. I've spent my whole Friday night watching all-star bots play Rocket League, yet this was still somehow less of a disaster than the actual World Cup. But let's go ahead and look at the groups. In Group A, Qatar have qualified for the knockout stages. Seems legit. Ecuador have topped the group with a superior goal differential, while the Netherlands didn't win a single game. This is the worst thing to happen to the Dutch since Memphis Depay started making music. Iran topped Group B, and Wales took the second spot, while England lost every single game. And to think people told me that this would be a bad way to predict the World Cup. Poland topped Group C, while Mexico took the second spot. Argentina didn't win a single game. How is this so far like the opposite of everyone's predictions? In Group D, France melted as they missed qualification on goal differential to Australia. In Group E, Japan and Costa Rica qualified over Spain and Germany. Belgium was one of the only teams to have an unbeaten record, while Morocco took the second place. Cameroon absolutely battered Brazil in the last game to take them out of the tournament. You see how stupid your computer is now, Oxford? And in Group H, Ghana also went unbeaten with a goal differential of 12 goals. I'm actually gonna have to buy that cap. And this is what the knockout stage looks like. No France, Spain, Germany, Brazil or Argentina. The first match is Ecuador versus Wales. How is the Oxford supercomputer so wrong? And Ecuador continues their run as they beat Wales 7-3. Robert Lewandowski's terror on the world with his TikToks comes to an end as Poland get trashed 6-2 by Australia. Japan just had no mercy against Morocco, giving them a 4-1 whooping. Cameroon, South Korea is next. I don't think there's been a single matchup so far that could actually happen. That was a really good save from the bots. Well, I'm sure they didn't mean to do it. I mean, I don't think they mean to do anything, and Cameroon are gonna put it down and take the game 3-2 over the South Koreans. On the other side of the bracket, we get Tunisia and Mexico, somehow. What a snipe from... dude, the Tunisian. Mexico are 3-2 down as Yuri seems to have a seizure on the field, and the ball goes to the box, and oh, what a goal! Mexico are down once again with only a few seconds left as they shoot. Oh, what a save! And Tunisia go to the next round. Yeah, this is how I spend my weekend. The next one is Qatar versus Iran. Qatar might have got here by some questionable means, but now it's time to show up against Iran. And this is gonna be the first game in this tournament to actually go to overtime, as Iran just tied it up before the end of regulation. Interesting tactics from Iran there. And it's a long shot from Fomer, and Qatar are through to the next round. If they actually win it, I mean, at this point, Qatar could win the World Cup totally legit, but still no one would believe them. Next up is Belgium, the number 2 ranked national team in the world, versus Costa Rica, who I'm pretty sure recruited their center backs from a random gas station, and Belgium have won 5-2. How are Belgium this good? I mean, Rocket League doesn't know what the teams it represents are. And the last match of this round is Ghana versus Switzerland, and if Ghana win the whole thing, I'm gonna have to buy sneaky this cap. It's 4-3 to Ghana with 5 seconds left, and someone has to score.
He's bloody missed it!
I'm actually gonna have to buy this hat. Moving on to the quarterfinals, we have Ecuador against Australia as our first matchup. And Australia equalized with 2 seconds left to keep their hopes and dreams alive, which means we're going to overtime once again. This video is taking so long to make. Whoa, what a shot! And Wolfman finishes it to send Australia to the semifinals. That was a crazy game. Next up we got Japan versus Cameroon, and Cameroon are gonna take it 6-4 against Japan. Then on the other side of the bracket again, we have Tunisia versus Qatar. I don't know how, but it is what it is. There's no way. How have they won again? And in the last quarterfinal game, we got the 2 undefeated teams, Belgium and Ghana. Belgium are playing for the pride of Europe, while Ghana is playing for sneaking Arnar's hat. I guess they really want him to have that cap. And Belgium have choked once again at an international tournament. I don't know how this game has gotten every other team so wrong, except them. But with that, these are the semi-final matchups. There are not a single European or South American team left. And our first match is Australia versus Cameroon. And in the other semi-final, we got Qatar versus Ghana. Ghana have been so good that there's no way Qatar will beat them. This can't be real. I've had no influence over the games. I'm not faking this. They've legit just made it to the final. But before we do the final, we'll of course simulate the third place game between Australia and Ghana. Ghana can't win the hat anymore, but they have a good chance at finishing third. And they've just done it as they narrowly beat Australia 4-3 to take home the bronze medal. And now we have the final. Cameroon versus Qatar. What is happening, bro? Qatar shoot it from their own end, but it's wide. Qatar shoot it again, and a good save from Cameroon. Now it's Cameroon's turn, and what a save. An infield pass to Fury, and Qatar take the lead. It's actually happening. Cameroon is in trouble in their own end again, and that was really close. Qatar shoots, and a routine save from Sultan. Alright, how much did they pay him? Cameroon desperately need a goal here as they struggle in their own end. And Cameroon take one back. They are still 3 behind, however. Stinger crosses it in, and what a play! It's actually over. Cameroon are 3 goals behind with less than a minute left. There's one though. What a save from Fury! And it's all but over as the clock runs down. Qatar have won the World Cup. If this happens in real life, people are gonna go absolutely nuts. I mean, this is going to happen. This was a scientific experiment, but fair play to them. I literally had no influence on the games. They actually just won the World Cup. You can't make this up. I mean, you could just make this up, but it's really weird that it actually happened. But here are the final scores for the World Cup. You can't prove me wrong. Well, you could once the tournament is over, but let's not. But that's it for this video. I wanted to try something a little different today. Tell me what you thought in the comments, as well as give me some of your World Cup predictions. I'll see you guys later. Bye.